Hello and welcome to Yogashala Online. I'm Lindsay and I'll be guiding you through a hatha flow practice today. To begin, we're going to come to a comfortable seated position, sitting nice and tall, allowing the shoulders to relax down the back, and just taking a few moments at the beginning of the practice to center, just find your breath. So begin by closing your eyes. And just take in some natural inhales and exhales. Doing that a few times. Next time that you exhale, just hold that exhale out. And then come with me with a counted breath and inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 2. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 2. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 2. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 2. And inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 2. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 2. And just breathing in and out, even in and even out for one more round. And opening the eyes. Let's begin coming on to all fours into a table position. We're going to spread our fingers nice and wide, ground down through the palms, toes tucked or untucked. And just to warm up the spine, we're going to come through some cat and cow breath. So as that exhale comes in, we round the back into that cat spine. Tucking the chin, feeling the tailbone drop down. Everything pulls in and up, expanding through the back. And using that inhale breath to slowly reverse the curve of the spine as the tailbone lifts, the heart lifts, the gaze gently lifts. Let's just do 2 more rounds with your breath. Exhale to round cat. Inhale into cow. And again, one more time. Exhale. And an inhale. Coming back to a neutral spine, finding subtle engagement right through the center, drawing ribs together. We're going to take the left toes, tuck them under, reach the right arm forward, thumb to sky, spread the fingers, and then reach that left leg out, and I meant to tuck the right toes. So nice and long, pointer pose, squeezing everything to center. Feel as if you're trying to drag this left hand to the right knee, just to really connect. Find that grounding foundation. And then with that next exhale breath, draw elbow to knee, hug in, round the spine, and then inhale to lengthen. Just 2 more just like that. Exhale, pull in, and inhale to lengthen. Exhale, curl, and inhale, extend. Pause for a breath, and then come through table pose, just to switch sides. Extend the leg back. Good, ground down. Again, hand to knee, kind of a pulling action, squeezing everything in through center. Take a breath, and that next exhale, elbow to knee. Good. 2 more just like that. Nice and steady, mindful movement, using your breath. Last one. Good, extend. Pause for that breath, and then drop back down into that table. We'll come into downward dog next, extending the arms, spreading those fingers. Take the elbows slightly out for a second and just scoop in, shoulders back. As you tuck the toes, lift with bent knees to begin. And then just take whatever movement feels good here. So if it's, a pivot, hips dropping, maybe pedaling out of legs. Kind of just doing what feels good here. And getting more into the body, maybe a shift forward into a plank and a shift back. Good, shifting forward, plank, and a shift back. Good. Let the gaze fall forward in between the hands, a little step all the way through top of mat. Exhale, forward fold, softly bent knees if not more. To ground down through the feet, and then inhale with power all the way up, reaching skyward. Exhale, hands to center. Bring your arms alongside the body here. We're gonna come into chair pose. We're gonna bend into the knees. And we're gonna take the knees and the shins back. Good, so we're gonna take the tailbone just slightly under, and then look forward, lift the chest, and reach the arms upwards. And you can continue to drop down to your depth. Just a few breaths, and think about hugging everything inwards. Good, one more breath, inhale. Good, standing up nice and tall, hands to hips. Big step back with that left foot. Good, high lunge. Bend into the front knee, sit nice and tall. Draw right foot to left, kind of right hip back. Good, reach up. Breathing here. Good, and then when you're ready, back, heel spins flat, coming into warrior two. Just take a moment to find the pose. Good, soften the shoulders, sit nice and tall and even on each side of the body. And we're gonna keep this knee reaching not only forward, but off towards your pinky toe. Even as we move here, opening up the palm, reverse warrior. And first, just start by reaching the right palm up. Maybe start to reach back. Left hand just gently down the leg. Being really mindful of that front knee, continuing to reach it forward. On an inhale, back into that warrior two. Good, reaching forward, side angle, extended side angle pose. Elbow down. A lot of the time we shrug our shoulder into ear, so really press down for space. And opposite arm reaches. Firstly, just straight up. See how things feel. Maybe that arm sweeps overhead. Good, I want you to really ground down through the outer edge of that left foot. All your power. Good, right hand can release down towards the floor. Or stay right up on that front leg. Good, breathing in back into that warrior two pose. We're just gonna flow between these postures a few times. Good, we're gonna exhale. Good, breathing in, inhale. And exhale into that side angle. Good, back up, inhale. And exhale. Good, one more time, back to warrior two, into that side angle. Beautiful, coming all the way up with strength, still smiling. Good, we're gonna take the hands to the hips, bring the feet parallel to each other, elbows in, knees lift into thighs, strong feet rooting, and then a slow folds all the way down, eventually releasing the hands under the shoulders. Nice neutral spine, exhale to fold. Take a breath. Good, staying nice and low. We're gonna slowly make our way over to that left foot, so spinning both feet to face the other side of the mat. And setting up for that high lunge. So getting nice and secure in the feet and the legs, and inhaling up when you're ready. Good, take a breath here. Good, again, bending into this knee and turning into that warrior two on the other side. Good, left knee reaches for left pinky toe, back foot rooting down. Good, finding that stability here, opening up the front palm and reverse. Back hand just lightly placed. Some of us like to bring it around the lower back, and that's wonderful too. Back into your warrior two, gaze forward. Left elbow lands on front thigh, palm to sky, right arm reaches, and again with effort, press down to find that strength in the side body. Curl the chest, find the variation that works for you. So maybe sweeping overhead, arm reaching down. Beautiful. Inhale, we'll all return to warrior two. Breathing in. Good. Into that reverse warrior. Inhale. Warrior two. Back to that side angle. Back up on the inhale breath. And once again, reverse. Beautiful. Warrior two. And last time to that side angle. Good, breathing all the way up. Hands to hips, straighten the leg, parallel the feet. Good, bring the feet in a little closer. This time, heels are gonna go in, big toes out. Into goddess pose. We're just gonna come down a little bit, so bend into the knees. I like to keep my hands on the hips until I come to that depth that works for me. A lot of times, knees are gonna collapse in, so really press them back, making sure knees are behind the toes here. And just drop down until you feel it. Good, when you do, take the arms into cactus, open the palms, drop the elbows down, lift through the chest. Good, just breathing here. I want you to press down through your feet actively and then inhale with strength, power up. Exhale, back, down. One more time, just like that. Press down to lift up strong, and then come back down. Good, really nice. Let's bring the hands back to hips. Straighten the legs, turn to face that top of the mat once again. Drop the hands, downward facing dog. Good. And then just again, some free movement here. Whether it's pedaling, pivoting a little bit, coming forward, finding plank to down dog a few times. Good. And then just settling into that downward facing dog here. See if you can walk the feet a little bit wider. And we're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna take a little walk back to our feet here. Start just by coming into a dangle. So really bent knees, wide feet, grab opposite elbows, heaviness in the head, shake it, let it go. I love a good dangle. Really just helps decompress upper back, the spine, the neck. Really does wonders. So spend a few breaths here. Good. Then after a few moments, just release. We're gonna take the heels in, big toes slightly out. We're gonna come into Malasana, so lowering down. So I'm just gonna turn around and face you. So elbows to the inside of the legs, palms together, thumbs towards the chest, and just lift up through the chest. Take a few deep breaths, close the eyes. Good. And then just lift back up into that forward fold. Give yourself a nice release once again. Good. And then just nice and easy, one knee at a time. Just bring yourself down, cross the ankles out back, roll over the legs, and send the legs out in front. We're gonna take the hands onto the front of the knees, and just gently roll ourselves onto the mat here. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, into a supine twist. We're gonna take the legs over to the left here, making sure the upper back is smoothed out. Hand can be placed on the top leg. Gaze in the opposite direction. Just easy breathing as you start to soften and slow everything down. And as you use that next inhale breath, head comes back, legs come back up. A little pause, and then off to the opposite side. Smooth out that opposite shoulder. Gaze in the opposite direction if it feels okay. And then just breathe. Maybe the eyes just close. And inhale those legs all the way back up through center. Really nice. Maybe a good squeeze, forehead in. Just release, feet to floor, arms alongside body. And just get yourself comfortable for your final pose in Savasana. I like to just take a little wiggle side to side, getting any last movements out, adjustments of your clothes, hair in the face. Just so when you're in this posture, there's nothing that's kind of pulling at you, bothering you. You want to be in a place that's easy. that you can just drop down, completely release. The heart rate slows, the breath slows. You start to feel that release of muscle effort. So take this time, and take all the time, if you have it, wherever you are in your day. 2 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Just allow your attention to drop into your breath. Even repeat to yourself in your mind, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Keep it simple and enjoy. Thank you so much for joining Yogashala Online today. It was a pleasure guiding you through this practice. And just remember, when in doubt, just keep it simple, take a time out, breathe in and breathe out. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.